How's it going, guys? You hear me? Fan in the background, maybe. So, leveled up our character. She's at level 10 right now. Stats are a little over the place. Vitality is really the only permanent one. All the rest is getting basically boosted from our gears, so we're at 43 dex, 51 strength. Just random weapons we're using. We're using Harris's boots for that fire resist of 25. Using nasal rings for the 74 attack rating and everything else, the bonuses that. Using Death's guards and Death's gloves for the increased attack speed for the life stolen. That 50 poison resistance on top of the resistance of the 15 cannot be frozen, but does limit our belt to only having like 8 potions. Using pieces of Eisenhearts. Now, normally that would be considered with a shield and a sword, but I'm only using the chest piece and the helmets. Extra 8 resistances, but the 6 dexterity, damage reduced by 2, extra 40 defense, magic damage reduced by 2 on top of each one of these, so that's 5, magic reduced by 8, the 10 extra strength, still using the same random amulet, and we have some small charms in here. They're giving us electrical damage, and some other little bonus stats, but mostly just electrical, and keeping the cube on us. These are resistances. And then for our skills, we have a level 2 Blade Sentinel, level 3 Claw Mastery, the one that bursts of speed, and we have level 3 Dragon Claws. So let's go fight Bloodream. I just finished What If from Marvel. Pretty good. I was pretty much left on a cliffhanger, but the way that they ended it. But it's been pretty good. So I'm pretty much trying to binge watch everything on Disney Plus while I still have it. I'm still gonna do like pretty much binge watch all the rest of Star Wars. I pretty much finished everything of pretty much Marvel, except for maybe a few Spider-Man episodes. I still need to watch that Spider-Man of, was it 2099 or whatever the hell it was? He takes on future Spider-Man. One of the things I noticed too when I was using Blade Sentinel is that it actually uses the elements of what you have bonus to. So in this case, I can actually throw an electrical Blade Sentinel, or it'll have fire damage and cold damage and stuff like that, which is actually really awesome. So kind of like an electrified batarang. The only thing is that it does take a lot of mana just to use one of them, because this takes 7 out of the 40 we have. And we are around player 7 too, so.
Whose handiwork lies buried here?
I think we're going to stick with the Act 1 Mercenary for now. We'll see how far we can get with her. I mean, when we did our Nuzlocke, we pretty much kept her alive. Thanks to our Barbarian. So, we'll see how well that goes. Oh, and Dragon Claw one takes like 2. So. And her damage with Dragon Claw, and then damage with Blade Sentinel, so. It's a decent little AoE clear too, because it still stays around for quite a bit. So even if I do manage to get pincer moves over here, I at least have something to be able to take out some skeletons or whatever forms of undead that might actually linger on through unravelers and stuff like that. So it doesn't have the range like Blade Fury will, but it should help out a lot though. You can throw multiple of them too. I think you have up to like 2 at most. But as you can see, it cleared him out pretty well. Goodbye. She didn't stand much of a chance. Oh, that's garbage. Oh, speaking of division. I kill stays dead.
What I kill stays dead.
I love it. Don't mind me just grabbing some stuff that I can sell. At this point, I'm pretty much putting the 2 points into health, or excuse me, 3 points in health and just 2 points in dexterity. We'll eventually slowly catch up to strength, but I think like 50 strength and most is probably really as much as you're gonna need for this challenge run, because breastplates don't really take that much. They only take like 30 strength, so 50 may be pushing it. It all really depends, because it's strictly not just going to be your body armor you have to worry about for strength wise. Like this takes 41 strength. These don't take any strength at all. Well, boots do. It takes 30, and probably based off your weapons too, because some martial art assassin weapons do take a decent amount of strength to use. It's amazing how quickly you burn through identified trolls. The other thing too, on the sidebar where it usually has like the skill tree and the acts we completed, I pretty much changed all of the bosses' names to those that would be in the Batman thing, Batman comics. I want Cloak of Shadows too, which means I have to reset my thing just so I can get that later on. That, or I can just save it because it's not till 18. That's level 18. 12. We're gonna need at least 3 points. We'll save everything. So, Endaryl's been changed to Poison Ivy. Dural's been changed to Bane. Mephisto's been changed to Scarecrow. Diablo's been changed to Shredder, even though it was a crossover of DMT. And Bale has been changed to the Joker. So, since there's going to be Batman's at least 4 out of 5 rivals. So. God, I love that soundtrack. It's so nice. Just an ambience to it and stuff like that. You can't beat it. You really can't. You'll hear me brag about it too in like either my older Diablo 2 videos and stuff like that. Blizzard did pretty much got it right when they made Diablo 2. Wild. I thought I said Wild Blender. I'm like, you had blenders back then? And just remember, when you stick stuff in the Heroic Cube, especially with charms that may give you certain bonuses like that, those bonuses do not activate while they're in the Heroic Cube. So if you get something that gives you like 10 strength to 15 health, and you wonder why none of your stats are going up, that's the reason why. Also, it's been like really humid outside, and it's trying to rain. We got gray skies, but that's about it. We haven't got it to rain just yet. Boy, bone bunker over there. Throw a couple of those bad boys in there. We did. I love it. So I hope you guys' Monday's going good. I know a lot of people have to work Mondays, but I get Mondays and Tuesdays off, so it's like the opposites. Everyone hates Mondays, and I'm like, I can't wait for Monday to show up. We're at 10 minutes.
I can't carry you.
Rancher. Well, let's see what we got here. Alright, that goes in there. Let's try to use poison to demons. Well, that's technically better than that. Thanks. 32. Yeah, it's only one less too. And I gain an extra bonus to demons. It's perfect. See, something like this would be really good to have too. There's that. Put you there. Oh, just a bunch of scrap here. Because if you can get little bonuses like this, I mean, it's got to be really helpful at the beginning of the game. Especially if you play something like hardcore mode, where your stat alignment really does matter. And eventually we will gear up our merc too. So, but I want to get her some levels in here. Crypt, Mausoleum, always excellent areas to farm for experience. And I believe they're like level 98. Let me rephrase that. I think it's the... God, is it the Mausoleum? I think it is. It's level 98 area, and I think the Crypt is like level 70 in the original Diablo 2. Somewhere around there. I know they changed it in Diablo 2 Remastered, where they made most areas like this like level 98. But they usually tend to be areas that most people don't farm because they're usually either lack of champions, lack of mini bosses, or for me it's just more of like close quarters. So there's not a lot of area where you can get like huge mobs that will just pretty much just spam all their loot. So you're even limited on space. With Merc, I'm going to try to keep her the same way too. Of not being able to use poison as best as I can. Since technically I believe... I want to say like, was there like 3 or 4 Robins or something like that? Carpal tunnel. Real pain in my ass. Because there's his first one, and then he grows up to be Nightwing. There's the second one, I believe he grows up to be Red Hood. And I believe he has a third one. If I remember correctly. I don't know, Batman's had a lot of apprentices and stuff. But I don't believe any of them has ever used poison except for Damien. Who, spoiler alert, the Joker kills with a crowbar. Gets resurrected in the Lazarus pit and comes back to be a Red Hood. And I'm pretty sure he kills Joker too, if I remember correctly. Alright, so we have 14 and a half minutes. Let's go to the Stony Fields. See if we can gain to level 12, and I can move around some of my skills. Oh, this will be interesting. called the power of the blueberry. As you can see, they work really well to try to lure enemies in, but keeping little turrets like that away too. And since they're pretty much counted as an action skill and not really like a sentinel being, like something like the golem or the bear or the Valkyrie, they don't have any health, so they're only based on the time duration. So you can have up to 2 of them without really having to worry about the enemy going like, hey, you're not supposed to be there, whack, and then destroys it. So yeah, garbage. Alright, so we're level 12. Let's try to keep our dexterity up there. Good out of here. 16 minutes, gives us about 2 left. Does it say how long that lasts for? 4.5 seconds. So that's basically 4.5 combat seconds that'll pretty much keep you alive. Oh, god damn. Never get carpal tunnel, it's a real pain in the ass. I figure let's get the waypoints from there. It is a small AoE, so don't expect something like really too large, like with Necromancer's Curses, where it has more points to it, usually the bigger radius. So we got a minute left here. Come on, where's that waypoint at? Come on, everyone blow on the dice. We need a waypoint. Of course, you guys will see this video on Tuesday too, so. And there she is. We're going to end the video there, like 20 seconds off. But, yeah. Always slow start from the beginning of the challenge runs. They'll always give me a common thing. And, but it's once we reach around Act 3 is when stuff starts getting interesting, because that's when you start reaching the harder enemies and stuff like that. But I think in Dario should still give us a challenge. But we'll see. But either way, stay safe, healthy and sanitized. Think about subscribing, dropping that like, leaving comments below, and make sure to check them all out. See you guys.